What the? Hi, James from engVid. Ow! What did you hit me with your boot for? Oh. Seems we're in boot camp. Ezekiel, I don't know if you know this, but he went to Mexico. Try and find the video where Ezekiel went to Mexico. It's a very good lesson. Anyway, it seems he's back from Mexico and he joined the army. So he thinks this is boot camp. Okay, Ezekiel thinks this is boot camp. He's a crazy worm, what can I say? Okay, if you don't know what this is a boot. Now a boot is like a shoe, okay? Shoe. I'm not very flexible, I don't do yoga anymore. Shoe! Okay? But a boot comes up higher and it's stronger, usually stronger because people use it in construction or heavy extreme jobs, or in the wintertime when it's very, very wet and it's cold, we put our boots on, okay? Because the weather is extreme. So we usually use boots for this. You wouldn't wear a boot to a party, okay? You wouldn't look cool dancing in your boots. They'll go to work, okay? Boots are for work. So we understand the idea. A boot is for work. Now Ezekiel, sorry I dropped my paper because he kicked me in the butt with his boot. Sometimes we give people the boot. I'll come back to that in a second. Because what we're going to look at is the following, okay? We're going to look at, Ezekiel thinks this is boot camp. I'll tell you what boot camp is. Okay? I'm going to talk about, boot camp. Well, we're going to have a dialogue, and we'll also talk about, well, you're probably watching this on a computer, I think. So, okay, I'm going to talk about that. Then we're going to also talk about all right, I'm being lazy. This is somebody. I'm being lazy today. Somebody I'm going to do one more. Oh! Oh, we're going to go lazy again. Okay, cool. So, well, why don't we go over it and see what Mr. Ezekiel wants to talk about. Boot camp! Military. Right away, he's wearing the military. I think he's a sergeant. Look, he's got stripes. Ooh, he's a sergeant. He's got stripes on his arm. See, he's saying, Sergeant Ezekiel! Right? So Sergeant Ezekiel is in boot camp. This is military. A boot camp is a place where you go for training, military training. That's true and not true. We also do it for sports, high-level sports. Sometimes they go to boot camp, which means they go to get the basic training in. Usually before they get to join the team, they join a sort of a boot camp, and they have to do like military, not military, but train hard. And then they will see if the person's good enough to actually go on the team. So think high-level sports like World Cup soccer, right? They have a camp of sorts. Now, boot camp usually is military, which means a person who's never been in the military goes in and becomes this, right? American G.I. Joe, real American hero. Or Israeli hero, French hero, Deutschland hero, Canadian hero. You're a soldier, right? They go to boot camp to train to become soldiers, all right? This is old school. No computer graphics, no special effects. See, me, marker, and a worm. That's boot camp, okay? Now, if you were watching this lesson, you probably, I'm thinking, unless you have the DVD, I probably look better on DVD, high definition, yeah? Better. Anyway, I keep saying that because I want somebody to say something nice. Say something nice. Okay, you probably had to turn on your computer. So if you did that, you had to boot up the computer. Okay? You booted up your computer. It needs to start the computer to get all the functions going. Okay, you turn on the on button, and then if you're like me and you have a computer like mine, you turn on the computer, you leave, go on vacation for a week, come back, and then it goes, boom, Windows is now ready to operate. Okay? You booted up your computer. Right? It usually takes 2 or 3 minutes to make some tea. Okay? To boot up the computer. Cool? You like that? Okay? Ezekiel now, see, look, he's got a laptop. He's going to boot up his computer. And it says engVid. engVid. See, engVid booted up to engVid. See, engVid. Okay, see, that's number 2. See, computer graphics, good, yeah? All right. give someone the boot. Give him the boot. Now, there are two meanings for this. One, if you got the boot from your job, it means you were fired. Yes, you're worried? Fired. If your boss goes, we have to give you the boot, Jackson. Remember, I got the boot kick? Boom, out. Alright? To give you the boot. Someone gives you the boot, give someone the boot, fired. Losing their job. See Ezekiel? They fired him from the military. Now he's not happy, he's angry. He's angry now because he got the boot. But you can boot someone as well, to boot someone out. It's a little different. We'll go down here. To boot somebody means basically the same thing. Okay? If you boot somebody out of your office, okay, you ask them to leave or tell them to leave. Now you can also use give someone the boot for the same kind of thing. I gave him the boot. I kicked him out of the party. Now, as I said, we use this for firing, but we can also talk about just to say get lost. We kick them out. But a simpler way of saying that is to boot them. I booted him out of the office. Booted him out. It's not to give them, just booted him out. Right? Cool? All right. Not too confusing. Just think, pow! Yeah. Whoop. Big boot. Pow! Okay? Like Batman in the 1960s. Just big kick. Boom! Ouch! They're gone. This one or this one. Boot him out of the party, give him the boot. Get rid of him. Now, here's the deal. If somebody tells you they're going to give you the boot or boot you out, you might start doing this. No, I'm not in Japan, it's not an earthquake. I'm shaking. Now imagine me wearing my boots. I'm shaking in my boots. It means I'm afraid. You have them shaking in their boots. That means they're afraid, scared. Okay? So if somebody is shaking in their boots, they're afraid of you because nobody really wants to be given the boot. If you're in a country with an army, you don't want to go to boot camp. That will make you shake in your boots. Cool? And sometimes if you have a computer as old and as bad as mine, you're usually shaking your boots because you think it's going to crash, and that'll be the end of your computer days. So if you like that one, boot. Don't close on your computer because you'll have to boot it back up. Okay? Now, I would give any other English group a boot, or any other English language website, and come to ours, right? Come to the good one, all right? You'll leave them shaking in their boots because they're like, no, they're going to see James on engVid. But that's okay. Remember, a boot is for work, extreme work, and that's what we do. Extreme English. Yeah, I'm crazy. But what I'm going to do now is, I've been given the boots. I have like 10 minutes before I have to get out of here. So I'm going to tell you where to go to learn more about boots, better drawings, and see Ezekiel at his best. Did I ever tell you the story about Ezekiel getting drunk? And he was over this side, he was drunk, and there's a Christian Bale video, I think, maybe. Could be, I keep saying that because it's a good one, go see it. But please go to www.ing, as in English, vid, as in video.com, where you can learn grammar, idioms, slang, IELTS, TOEFL, TOEIC, and other interesting stuff. Bye. They're giving me the boot now, see?